was not ready. Not ready. What's up, Paige? I don't know if you can hear me. I hope you can. I hope you can hear me. I didn't mean to go live so fast, but I clicked the wrong button and here I am. So let's go. What's up, Bridget? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. I don't know how I sound. I never listened to myself back. So I hope it's coming in clear. I hope you can hear me. I don't know why. I mean, there we go. We'll just do it like this. There should be low background music. Hi, Bernie. How are you doing? You guys, I figured I did pay attention to the comments that people sent, and there weren't a ton of them, but I listen. And what's up, TD? And people want to chill out and talk, and I've got stuff to talk about. I actually saved some things this morning, you guys. In the morning when I first get up, I kind of go through YouTube. I have some creators that I like to see what they're talking about and if there's anything weird going on. And I save some of their content. Excuse me, sir. Like, get over here. Stop. Get down. Get down. Get down. Taking your sweet time. Oh my God. He just came right here. I don't know what his deal is. Here, let's entertain him for a minute. I'm going to entertain him for a minute. Can you guys hear the background music? There. Take it. I do have a Discord server, and what's funny is I hit the wrong button, so I didn't put my description in, so I'm going to try and fix that right now. Wish me luck. Hold on, I'm going to try and do that real quick. I should be able to do it while I'm live, I think. God, my YouTube short, I'm like, in the picture, in the thumbnail of it, I'm like, it looks really bad. Really bad. I almost feel like I'm echoing. Hey, Casey. Hey, guys. I'm going to have some stuff I do want to talk about. There's something that has to do with, like, content creation and, like, live streaming and stuff. There's something that I just thought I'd bring up, and I have a perfect example. So I'm going to play that video. I'm going to show you guys what I had seen about it. Somebody's put it perfectly. So we're going to talk about that. And I have another thing where they were talking about... I can't remember the subject, but anyway, I had a couple things saved. And then I thought we could jump on to Be Still My Heart, Reddit, and do Am I the Asshole? We could do that, right? Where you like, I'm going to read them off, and then we all decide who's the asshole, right? If the person posting is, or the person who they're posting about is. And I thought that it could be fun because I kind of, that usually is a yes if it's me. So... add description? Yes. Please add description. Hold on. I don't think I have the Discord in here, but I'm about to put it in here. I got new music because I'm sick of getting copyrighted for beats that I have licensed to in Cliffspin 6, so I haven't forced him to help me yet. Okay, I'm actually going to go and purposefully put the Discord link. Ah, I like it. Okay, sorry. Okay, join the Discord. I'd post it in the chat, but I'm not in the chat yet. Hidden use copy button. That was not helpful. I said copied. Copied? Okay. It did the same thing. What? It says copied. So I go to over here and I paste it and it says hidden use copy button. Well, that was ridiculous and useless on every level. I see more people are coming in. I can't see it this second, so give me just a minute. I mean, how cool is this music? Hold on, I'm gonna turn it up for just a little bit. Invites. Okay, there we go. Where's the one I just did? I don't know what the link is. Sorry. I don't know what the link is. And I'm in streamer mode, so it's not letting me look at anything because it does in case. It's really rude. Ah, love it. Sorry. I used to have a custom one. I'll post it. Paige, I can send it to you later. Or if somebody knows her in Discord, just send it to her. Okay, so yeah, that was, this music is kind of, it's hitting real, pretty good right now. Oh, okay. Sir. All right, so. Mick T Puff Puff Pass from the UK. All right. I mean, hey, smoke them if you got them, right? Rachel. Wow, it's been a minute. It's been a long minute. My cat's being human again. So yeah, like I said, I have some stuff I want to put, and I want to record, like quick record some of it, if I can speak, as I go, and then I'll post them as separate videos. That's my intention. So we'll see. You know what? I'll do it right now, Paige. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna do it right now. Don't even play with me. All right, let me send you a message. Let me go to my server. There you go. All right. You should be good now. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Like I said, I was intending to go live at 6, and then I hadn't clicked the right buttons and all the things, so. Oh. I have to end the event on Cliff's server. Sorry, hold on. End the event. Okay. Poor guy's sick. Oh, poor guy. I feel so bad for him. All right, did I add the description? I don't know, did I? I'll save it. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, okay, so there's that. I added the description. If you refresh, you could see it. It's all it is a membership and, you know, some links and stuff. It's not a big deal. I don't ask for anything from anybody. So, by the way, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. I have worked super hard on changing my stars, as we all know has been my goal for the last couple of years, and I feel like I'm achieving all the things and doing things, and it's all good. So, oh, that's this is oh, he ran away. His treats ran out. That's Felix. It's my cat. He's my baby, and he is obnoxious, and I love him to pieces. And he has his own Instagram, y'all. Just saying. Before I get started, do you guys have anything cool that's been going on that you know of? Because I'm just curious. Is there anything I've missed? I've been present for a lot of it. So is there anything that you guys have had happen in your week? It was freezing here. I've posted content. Freezing. Okay, so let me get out of my RBF attitude for a second. No, I'm gonna go back into it. I get that it's cold up north, right? I get that it's cold. I don't live up north. I live south of I-10. If anybody doesn't know what I-10 is, I-10 stretches across the United States, basically the entirety of like Texas all the way to Florida, okay? I live south of that. So that tells you, sorry, I have the heat on all the time, so it's making my throat dry. I live south of I-10, which means that snow is like not a thing, which is why I moved here, okay? I was born in Ohio. I've lived in Kansas City. I went to Florida, and there was just bad juju where I lived, and I moved here, and I haven't looked back. So 4 inches of snow in Southwest Houston is wild. It's ultimately wild. It should never happen, and I hate it. And I hate the cold, and so I complain all the time. When it's like 50 and windy, I'm complaining because I want 75 to 95 at minimum. So I post about it, and the wind is blowing. It broke my flag. I need to buy a new flag. So I'm probably going to be doing that when I get paid again. And like it like ripped a hole and then upside. It's crazy. I have a short where the wind's blowing, and I'm like, I was just gonna be like, oh look, it's snowing, and then the wind hit me, and I was like, I hate this, and people keep posting on it like, well, you know, it was so much colder here. Well, no shit, Sherlock, you live in the tundra, you live in like North Dakota. Of course it's cold there, and you're used to it. It's not the same. We are not the same. Y'all, we are not the same. So, putting that out in the universe. I responded snotty to somebody's comment. I was really proud of myself. I wasn't proud of myself. It was fun. They were like, to say that, you know, an inch of snow is an emergency is crazy to me. And I'm like, well, that's because you don't understand. Because if you live in a southern, you know, state, you live where there's pretty much no snow and no ice and all that stuff. The temperatures don't drop like that. We're not built for that, right? We're not built for that. So what happens is we have no road crews. So generally up in in Kansas City, where they got nailed too, they treat the roads. Seriously, sir? They treat the roads before it gets bad weather, when they know it's coming, and they like have these huge trucks that go out there and they treat the roads. We don't have those. That's not a thing. Like, they don't fund road crews for somewhere that would use it once every 3 years, right? Morning masterpiece, hello. And that's the thing, is it's like, so it is dangerous because the roads are not treated and people don't know how to drive on ice. Okay, that's the thing. We are built for hurricanes. We are built for that type of weather, live by the Gulf. And so we're prepared for heat. Our pipes are not meant to freeze all the time. They're made of different materials. There's just, you know, you go to the store to buy rock salt, there's just none. Because the second anyone thinks that there might be snow in like 2 months, they buy it out. It's gone. So people just shut down and they don't go anywhere. And it's just a given because it happens so few and far between. The last time we got snow was Snowmageddon in 2021. And it shut down, like power was out and people were freezing and people's candles burnt their house down and like killed the whole It was crazy pants. It was really bad. So when people get in the comments and they're like, we have cold up here all the time. Well, yeah, because you're up there. And I used to live up there. So I used to have to dig out my car, you know, to go to work or go to the store or whatever, and have no power and no heat and, you know. So we're not the same. And that's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that I'm downplaying the fact that they have cold weather. I mean, if you choose to live in a climate where you have cold weather, I understand it. It's your choice, right? But I don't. So turn the heat on. Just saying. And don't come in my comments and be like, man, you're whining over that. That's nothing. We get 12 inches. Well, okay. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Tiny little claps. Oh, that was true. I don't want to say I hated the word trigger, and now I love the word trigger because it's so like cringy. I love it. Triggered me. I'm triggered. Anyway, Panama City Beach. I used to live 40 minutes north of there. This is where I ran from in Florida. That's where I used to live right before I moved into this area. Bonifay, Defuniak Springs. My cold is colder than yours. Exactly. My snow is snowier than yours. It's almost all gone, except I have a lot of shade on the front side of my house. And so, and of course, I'm thinking I'm being smart and safe, and no one else did this, of course. I put kitty litter down for traction because I knew my kid wanted to go play in the snow for the first time. But I think she remembers last time a tiny bit. But she wanted to go out there and legit play. So I'm like, I'm going to put kitty litter down for traction. Now I have kitty goo all over my porch and my sidewalk. Everyone else's is nice and clean because it melted and washed away. And mine is gooey. It looks dirty. Because I'm like, I'm telling you, it's a lot. Okay. I don't do well in the cold. I get triggered by the cold. You'd think that being fluffy, I would do good in the cold because I have insulation. That's not how that works. Being fluffy makes it harder because extra layers are bad. I have enough layers. I don't need no more. I don't need more. Anyway, there was my screw the cold weather. Like, I'm so mad at it. I appreciate anybody that's in here. I am kind of stoked about the fact that I cannot see a viewer count because then I don't like stress over it because I do stress over stuff like that. Everybody does. You guys know if you've watched my posts, I need to get my watch time up, y'all. I finally hit 1,000, but in order to get monetized, I have to hit my watch time hours, which means I'm going to do live streaming and then I'm also going to cut it up in post videos and hope that people, you know, like the content. And oh, something that just happened a little bit ago. My daughter called me. She's doing her friend's nails at her nail salon. You know, all bougie. I should have turned that down. But anyway, she's doing her friend's nails and she's like, Mom, I was, you know, I showed her your video and she said she's gonna watch you all the time. And I'm like, oh. She's like, yeah, I never tell the story about the lady on the voicemail. You guys remember that? She said, I just tell, you know what, I could tell you, but I'll just let my mom tell you. And they go, what? And she shows them the video. I'm like, well, that explains why I have all these views. What's up, brides? How are you doing? You must be in Australia, New Zealand area, I would assume. I've heard it's pretty dang hot down there. Over there. Dude, this is like a stank face song playing in the background. Like, hype, let's go. I feel like my chair is on the ground. Hold on. I think my chair was on the ground. So anybody who missed it last night was a blast. I'm sorry about the sound. Played Fortnite with Nick, Truth, and then Joey Sparks jumped in. So that was fun. I never thought... I knew getting them into a room is always a blast. So funny. Like, I actually have it downloaded. I need to clip it up. I need to clip up where Truth goes. I do this in real life. This is real life stuff. I'm like, you jump out of a bus and fly in with an umbrella and land and grab guns and like, you do this and okay. I see you. Right? I personally think I carried the squad. I mean, that's just me, but I spent a long day, y'all. I was working today. God, I'm sorry. I like the hype music, but I feel like I'm like I'm waiting for something to like. Do you know what I mean? Like it's going a little crazy. Let's try another one. Some guys broke in while you were at home last week. Did you shoot him? Oh, you guys don't have guns there, do you? Did you hit him with a frying pan? What'd you do? I need a conclusion to this. Like, did they get all the way in? Did they take things? Did they hold you hostage? Did they get scared and run away? Did your dog bite them? We need details. All the details. Right now. I know there's a delay, so I'll sit here patiently. But I did know, oh, by the way, for the record, I'm aware that Locked Wolf and Cliff both usually were going to stream tonight, and they aren't. I know that Nick is not streaming tonight, so I was like, I have to go live tonight, of all days. What's up, Amber? So of all days, I needed to go tonight because I just knew that it wouldn't conflict with anyone. And then Nova goes live. I'm like, really? So, not like I expect all of her people to show up here, but I'm just saying, I try really hard to not like step on anybody's toes. But if I actually fixed my schedule around all of my friends, I would only stream at like 1 a.m. You went ninja. Nice. I am actually super. That's awesome. This is legitimately awesome. Good for you. I mean, okay, so were you in the kitchen or did you just happen to have a knife like hidden on your person or like on the table or do you know what I mean? Like, did you just snatch it out of the air? Where's it where like they put their items like in the air and then they can like just snatch them back like it's like an air pocket? I don't know what book I read that was in. It's a thing. Thank you, Bernie. I'm gonna tell her you said that. No, I'm kidding. Nova's, she's awesome. She's a good friend. Not as good as she could be, you know, being all busy and popular and success and stuff. But she's the one, by the way, if you guys don't know this, she's the one who told me that my move that she saw for me, she thought was that I should sit here and talk to people. Not necessarily a targeted interview, more like me talking to you guys. And just talking to you guys. She said that she could see me doing that all day. And she's like, I would watch. She was very encouraging and I really appreciated she took the time out of her day. She also helped me get some of these lights. Like she helps. Okay, hold on. Let me figure out which. Wait, I went the wrong way. Okay, they're on the ground because I have these runners that are metal and they're supposed to be all up on my wall, but I can't. They're 3 feet long. I can't cut them. How are you supposed to cut metal? Like, I hire people to do these things, and then I asked for somebody. I asked him how much it would cost. He's like, we need $300. I'll just wait. The lights will stay on the floor until I find me a man, at least temporarily. And then I'm going to use him for housework. And then irritate him till he leaves. That's kind of my, that's my plan. Haven't found one yet. I'm not looking, but I haven't found one. What's up, Joanne? How are you? How are you? They broke down the door to the cellar. You didn't hear anything. They bypassed the cameras. You keep knives everywhere around the house. You know what? I don't blame you. Because, you know, I assume that you're in Australia or New Zealand, right? And you guys don't have... I'm in Texas, so I'm just like, you know, you just like reach under and you pull out a 9 and you're just good to go. Like, I mean, it takes, I'm not gonna lie to you, it takes a lot more balls to chase somebody with a knife than to like aim a pew-pew at them. Right? Maybe? Could be just me. I don't know. My hair is not cooperating, y'all. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing for working all flipping day. And then I took a lunch and I played with Vikes. He was on his stream. So I played Fortnite with him for a little bit, just for fun. Until, I don't know, he got tired and went to sleep or something. And I went back to work, so. But I appreciate that. And here's the thing. I can't make myself look at the camera because I feel like I'm like, I feel weird. But I did go, I really did. I spent the last probably 30, 40 minutes prior to the accidental whoopsie, here I am live. I spent all that time looking for non-copyrightable music. Okay, so what I settled on was some NFX. Everybody knows that NFX doesn't care, I guess. And then also I found a site that they said we will never copyright you. So I'm gonna like attack. I'm not saying attack. I'm sorry. I'm not being combative. I will fight them if they do, because I have it. They have this little like license thing, and the whole site is like, look, we will never get you for that. I'm like, okay. Don't tell me twice. So what? It's not like mainstream music. I mean, Tom and Nova copyright, and it's not their fault. Like, if they had a choice, I'm sure that they would. I just don't want to appeal everything every time just for background music. Rides, I understand that. That makes sense. Okay, I forgot to turn off my phone. I keep looking at it like I'm going to, and I keep forgetting. Hold on. Let me do that right now. That's funny. My Me6 said delivery just posted a video. Beats bars and delivery, but it just says delivery. I'm like, who's delivery? It's truth, I guess. Anyway, so do you guys want to see some of the stuff that I have? I have a video that I wanted to watch. I don't know. Do you guys know who Asmongold is? I've mentioned him before. And I have one of his. Do you guys know who Nuxanor is? So those are the two people who tend to pop up on my feed first thing in the morning. And so they tend to do commentary on topics. Nuxanor is all about the chaos. Asmongold he's very intelligent. I don't know anything about them personally aside from what I see. And I take things at face value because I don't have any interest in reading between the lines and assuming that I know anyone's intention. So if anyone knows anything about those content creators or that there's some background story I don't know about, that's fine. Put it in the comments. Engagement. Okay, put it in the comments and I will read all about it, I promise. Won't stop me from checking out some of the because some of it's interesting. Thank you. I'm sorry I keep coughing. Like I said, I've had the heat on for days and I usually have the windows open, so it's just too darn cold. But then it just my throat gets dry, especially when I've been working all day. So I apologize for coughing into the microphone if I do. But I am well and happy and I appreciate that. Ren probably doesn't copyright his music. However, if there's a claim, my point is I would just like the video to just go, and I don't want to have to fight the claims. I don't want to have to click and fight it because, to be completely honest, it's just in the background, so it's not just me in a silent room, and it's half for my entertainment, so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Does that make sense? And what's fun is I haven't heard half of these. I'm getting surprised as we go. I haven't decided if I'm going to turn them off when I do a recorded, like I watch a video, because I don't think that we need to hear this in the background while we're watching something together. The clips aren't going to be super long, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm going to talk about the content of it, and I think that it'll be pretty obvious what I'm talking about when I talk about it, if that helps. You know what I do? And I edit it. I edit my coughs. Anytime you see any content with me that I've edited in some way, you'll see me and it'll be muted because I literally go in and I splice that piece and I mute my audio. What's up, Lisa Marie? Thank you for being here. You guys, thank you everybody for being here. I truly do appreciate it. If you don't mind hitting that like button, I'm not going to force you to do anything if you're not subscribed, which I think all of you are. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm not going to force anyone. If you guys are just here for the moment or whatever, I'm cool with that too. You could be anywhere else, but you're here. So, yay. I could tell you some of the videos where I have a lot of that. Some of the interviews, because I was editing the interviews. I wasn't doing them live until Joey Sparks did his live, so that won't have it. But all the pre-edited videos, we'll have that in there somewhere. Anyway. And I do edit also. I edit Cliff's videos. So when everybody gets all super mad about the censorship, you're welcome. It used to be Ducks, and he thought that was funny, and so did I, because we were so mad about having to do it. But it was annoying me just as much as everybody else. Because you guys have to hear the censorship like once as it's going through. I have to hear it like 4 times. And he doesn't have to hear it at all. So I just reverse the word. I cut it, separate it, and reverse it, flip it. So he talks to me all the time in his videos because he knows I'm going to be editing them, and it's appreciated because to me, what that feels like, I don't know if this matters, but the fact is that when he in the middle of a reaction that I know is going to get tons and tons and tons of views, I know it is because I know who it is, and I know that those get high, they're high click rate. Lots of views compared. I mean, I get like 5. So when in the middle of the video, he's like, sorry, Kat, she's going to have to do this or whatever. And him and or Karen say anything. It just makes me feel special because it's like, it's a pain in the ass to do all that. And that acknowledgement just means a lot. you guys know I've talked about this before. I'm a person of words. You got to tell me you like me and appreciate me, or I don't believe it. I'm going to wallow away and pout in the corner. Anyway, let me get this lined up. I have it on my Discord. Okay, so after the live stream, I'm going to put the links to these videos in the description. Let me go ahead and pause this. The music. See, it's all quiet now. All right. Let me pull this up. If you see me lag a little bit when I load something up, I'm not mad about it. It's cool. I'm not going to stress over it. Life is too short to stress over like that. And I'm going to record these, like I said. I'm going to record them. Oh. Can I see me? Thank you. I'm going to be on top of the video. If you guys have a problem with that, it's okay. Sorry, I was reading something. So, exactly, Bernie. It means a lot to me. I mean, and that's something, by the way, it came up in his Discord earlier. Somebody was making a comment. It was a joke, and I know it was a joke. But we're super close. We're really good friends. And yes, I do editing, and I do admin the Discord server, and I do help him out when I can. But I think that people understand, but I don't know if they understand the level of friends that we really are, like how close we really are. Just like I'm close with Skulls, I'm close with Truth, and I'm close with Nick. I'm close with Cliff as well. One of my best friends in the whole wide world. So it hits different, you know, especially because, of course, I'm going to do the editing. I don't mind. I want to help. But just, you know, you'd be surprised. How many times do I say it? Kindness is free, give it generously. You just never know when kind words or a smile or holding the door for someone that didn't expect it can really change the trajectory of someone's day. And little things like that, while I'm irritated hearing all of the words that I don't need to be hearing over and over. So, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's a whole thing. I'm going to make it, I don't know, should I make it big? Or should I just keep it, like, smaller? What do you think? What do you guys think? I don't think I'll get nailed for it. Okay. This is the ad. Hold on. Okay, so I have it. Okay. I might have to scoot myself around, but I'll explain who it is and all that stuff. I'm sure he won't mind. Sorry, the kid's school just messaged me. All right. So if you guys don't know, here, let me do this real quick. I'm going to start recording. I can always edit it later. If you guys don't know, this is Nexanor. He's on the right-hand side. He is a VTuber. He is the connoisseur of chaos. He loves chaos in every way, shape, and form. He likes to be there for it. He likes to talk about it. This is a Cheeto, I think, over on that side. And I guess they're talking about this situation. Now, this specific video that I heard this in, and this is not the reason I'm using this video. The reason I'm using this video is because of something that is being said, and it's not even to do with the whole point of the video, which is huge streamer gets exposed by her mom. She regrets everything. I will link it in the description later. Basically, I'll give you the gist of it. There was a streamer on Twitch who isn't paying back her parents for, I guess, her college loan. They've loaned her like $170,000. And she's like, and they're like, well, why don't you pay her back? And they're like, or pay her parents back. And she's like, because I don't want to. And she's successful now as a streamer. So it was one of those, like, that's messed up. If you're making that money and, you know, they helped you out in that way. Like, now if she was like helping pay bills and stuff, you know, that could be a different take on it. That's not what I'm talking about at all. Let me make sure I have this queued up where I wanted it to be. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see where I put the timestamp. 39. All right, yeah, let me pull it back a little bit. I'm going to put it at 39 and just see how it goes from there. I'm going to leave the captions on the screen because, you know, why not? Here, I'm going to stick me in the middle so I don't block them. Okay. So this video, huge streamer got exposed by her mom, she regrets everything, is Nuxnor's video where he's talking to a Cheeto. I'm pretty sure he says a Cheeto. I'm sorry. They're huge YouTubers compared to me, so, like, don't at me, please. Or do. Whatever. All right. Let me see. I'm hoping this is what I think it is. Let's watch just a little clip of this. I think you'll catch what I'm talking about. Wait. There we go.
I looked at it for like 2 minutes. I didn't make a video on it because it's like such.
Okay, here we go. I know where I'm at now. All right, so I'm gonna pull it back just a little bit further. Let's try this again.
What's wrong with these burger buns? They taste perfectly delicious, but due to a production mishap, their bottoms are slightly curved inside.
Now really feeling entitled for everything. That's kind of the most annoying part for me. Everyone feels like they deserve everything in the world, and to be honest, you don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve anything that you don't make for yourself.
Yeah, bro, I wanna tie this to something else I've been invested in recently. Do you have you gone over the Nick A30 drama at all?
Yeah.
Like on stream, like your chat knows about it?
So I looked at it for like 2 minutes. I didn't make a video on it because it's like.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know who Nick A30 is. Nick A30 is a Fortnite streamer. He's a huge Fortnite streamer. Very, very popular. Very, very huge fan base. And is good at what he does. He's super positive, from what I know. I don't watch his content. I've seen some of it. I've seen him interact with other ones, like I think Cypher and Ninja, and like they all know each other and they all kind of talk to each other and stuff like that. I'm surprised. I should tell Austin that I'm live so that he can come join because he knows who I'm talking about. But anyway, so anyway, that's who Nick A30 is. He's a Fortnite streamer. That's who they're talking about. Okay.
Such a nothing burger stupid situation.
Well, basically, one of the arguments, like in this drama, basically, Nick A30 is a popular Fortnite streamer. I'll give you a very quick synopsis. So he got a donation from some guy, and I think a lot of the drama was under this like misunderstanding of what donating to a streamer actually is, and this ties into the whole entitlement thing.
Pay attention to this. This is the entirety of, and you guys probably already have figured out what I want to talk about. Are you guys ready for this? Because he says it so perfectly that I had to bring this up. All right, here we go. Can you guys hear the video? I hope you can hear the video. If not,
people think like a donation to someone is like on stream is equivalent to like ordering a cameo, and that shit bothers me. Like when you send a donation, it's a tip. Like it's charity. You're giving them money because you like the product, you like the stream. But when you now add like a special request, that's not the same thing. Like if you're asking like, yo, can you play Fortnite with me? You didn't get scammed because the guy is not playing Fortnite with you and you paid money. You have a misunderstanding of how the donation interaction works.
Okay, do you guys understand what's going on here? So Nick A30 is a Fortnite streamer. So he was live streaming, probably playing Fortnite. And he has a huge audience. Like he's got thousands of viewers every time that he goes live. Okay? Millions and millions and millions and millions of views on his video, all of those things. Sorry. So he's live. Somebody in the chat donates, requesting, I believe it was to play with him or to have him do something. So basically, they sent a donation and they're like, here's money. And whether it's a big donation or a small donation, whatever the donation dollar amount was, I didn't do any research. I don't know. Whatever the donation amount was, it came with a request. Okay. Now, let me put the caveat in here that there is a slight difference because a lot of us are pretty involved with reaction channels, music reactions and things like that, comedy reactions and things. And they do live stream and they do request streams. Now, let me make this super, super clear. The request streams, they specifically say, if this, then that. So it's transactional. They say, if you donate this amount, and a lot of times it's through a third party a third party, like, donation source. If this, then I will do that. And when they say that, then you literally have a transaction where you're purchasing something. So you're purchasing the reaction. Okay. That's the difference between a donation for support or when someone's just live and in a very targeted transactional type relationship. All right. Let me go back a few seconds.
Is not playing Fortnite with you and you paid money. You have a misunderstanding of how the donation interaction works. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's entitlement. Like, you think by donating to somebody, you are now entitled to like a cameo or a special request or like an order. That's not how this works. You know what I'm saying? That was this whole drama.
Yeah,
is this kid that sent a
basically.
donation to Nick A30 and he's like, hey, like, I want you to do this for me. And then because he was like not doing the specific tap dancing routine that the kid asked for, he makes an entire hit piece on the guy. The point is, when we go to entitlement, like, people believe, and like obviously in this case the streamers, what we're talking about with the Ab on Preach video, the streamer is the entitled one, but I think like in general, like people, I don't know if that's due to the internet and how everyone is just showered in attention for every menial thing they do, but it's just, we're just in a culture where like everyone just thinks that they're owed like something, and it's just weird to me because I see it in every sort of like little pocket of the internet.
So I also see it in every pocket of the internet. I agree with you.
Okay, so that's the gist of the video. That is the part that I wanted to pull as the structure. Fans, welcome and thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys to pieces. So the point of this, okay, so I'm going to talk about this. I think that I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, sincerely, I don't think I could have said that any better myself. I talk about this all the time. And I talk about people being transactional and the expectations and entitlement of people just for being present. And I think that they wild out just a little bit. Because a donation in and of itself is a donation. So you are donating, you're gifting it to them, saying, hey, I like your content. I like you. And so therefore, I'm sending you something. So maybe you say my name or just to show my appreciation and help support, you going forward and things like that. Okay. That's what that's for. It's a tip, right? It's not required. It's not, it's not a paywall to get in the door. All right. The difference being like with music reaction channels, it is a transaction and it is stated as such. Therefore, that is a different scenario. Now, what they're talking about is a split between the streamer being entitled, which is what their video initially is. The streamer is very entitled and is like, well, I'm making all this money. They paid for a degree that I dropped out and decided to become a streamer. Now I'm successful and I'm not paying them back the money they paid for my degree that I didn't bother finishing. So entitled in that way. So the streamer's being entitled, like, I make this money and it's my money. Like, why should I do anything for you? And so like that type of entitlement. And then this specific instance is a fan who's somebody, a subscriber, a follower, whatever, that's in the chat that watches the content and is like, look, I want to play this game with you. And they don't, by the way, these streamers, especially these big ones, they don't play with their community. It's just too much. You just can't. You just can't. And I know it sounds like, well, I can't. Well, they do sometimes, but for the most part, they don't. I mean, it's one of those, if you let one person and you play with them and then all of a sudden you get harassed and comments and added 55,000 times, I mean, it gets wild. Okay. But they made a donation, says, I want you to play with me. And he didn't. He's thank you for the donation. I don't know what he said. I didn't see that video. But then they made a hit piece. They basically went online and they made a video about how much of a piece of crap he was because he blew him off and he didn't do what he donated for. And so what he's talking about is he's saying people expect it to be like Cameo, where, you pay a celebrity to say what you want. You say, hey, say happy birthday to my grandma. It's her 70th. And they're like, happy birthday, Miss Smith. Happy birthday, 75th. Woo. Oh, I'll be back, depending on who it is. And they send that to you, and that's transactional, right? In this specific case, the expectation of a transactional relationship with this streamer was absolutely not warranted and quite wild. That's not a thing. And if they watched his content at all, they would know that that doesn't happen. We see it all the time in a lot of the chats where people just spam the same thing because they just want someone to, like, it's like they don't even see anyone else in the chat, in the room with them. They're just jumping up and down, waving their arms like, look at me, look at me. And they'll just spam. I see it in Tom's chat all the time. They just spam. And I'm like, okay. I don't know why you're doing this, but okay. And they get ignored and they're like, you're not listening to me. Well, no. There's 2,000 people there. You can't jump for everyone. They try to acknowledge when they can, but there's a limitation. So that sense of entitlement to me is a problem. And they start talking about how they see it all over the internet and things of that nature. Then they get back on topic. But my point, what I wanted to point out, is this is directly applicable to the type of communities that we are in when it comes to live streaming, and how, you know, there are very specific people who are like, well, if I don't get to yours, whatever, I'll refund it. And then some people are like, no, you risk it for the biscuit. You know, you donate, and if I don't get to whatever it is, it was a donation. You wanted to support, and to be nice, not a direct transactional, but to be nice, I've decided that I'm going to try to accommodate the requests, but I can't always do that. So if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. And people get mad, and they're in the DMs, and they're throwing tantrums, and they're in the chat, and they're talking crap, and they make videos about it. That's why I tell creators all the time that they need to be super careful. Oh, Brad's Journey. Thank you. Yes, a thank you and a shout out. Exactly. Thank you. Oh, I should put the chat on screen. I don't know which one I need to be on to have the chat. Hold on. I'll just add the chat. Give me a second. I don't know. I changed it so I see the chat over on the side, so I don't have it as a pop-out window. So I'm not 100% sure how to pull it on screen. I'm sorry. Brad's Journey, thank you so much. That was absolutely above and beyond. You did not have to do that. Much appreciated. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. A shout out and a thank you is generally the expectation or the hope. If it's a huge streamer, people have to adjust their expectations. Just because you are geeking out over a streamer does not necessarily mean they're able or willing, for that matter, let's just be real, or willing to acknowledge every single thing that comes through. Sometimes they miss it. Sometimes it's intentional. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes they're just not in the mood, whatever the case may be. It's the entitlement that irritates me to no end, because and the reason it does a little bit more for me is because we're in a transactional space when it comes to like live reactions, because they say, look, you pay this, I do this. It's a direct transaction. Okay. It's like something is an item is on the shelf and you pay, you get this item, and it's set up that way, but only if you pay for it with a specific payer source. Otherwise it's a donation, which means appreciate you, thank you, and that's that, right? But the point they're making obviously is that someone went and got so mad they made what they call a hit piece. They made a video about Nick A30, who's huge in this space, huge, super positive, super nice, trashing him because they didn't get their way. And to me, that's a tantrum. That's a flat out tantrum. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think that that was warranted? Because I'm pretty sure that it was never said, hey, if you make a donation, I will do this, this, or this. And if that's the case, do you think I think everyone's going to think making a video was too far. Do you think that this is a problem? Do you think that it's something that people can do to fix it? Or I don't know. Do you think that if you make a donation of any dollar amount, whatever it may be, that you are owed anything? There's no wrong answer. I'm just curious, so put it down in the comments.